All right, folks, sorry for the late start here, but had some technical difficulties. Let's get down to the starting lineup here. So sorry about that. Starting on the pole, Michael Cordray with David Vodicka on the outside. Row number 2, Gary Breland with Kyler Adams. Row 3, Scott Matthews, Charles Wilson. Row number 4, Terry Litweiler with Terrence Preston. Row 5, Kevin Allen and Tim Hurd. Row number 6, Charles Bagley and Junior Heaton. Row 7, Russ Martiniak with Steven Shannon. Row number 8, Tony Nolan, Sean Rother. Row 9, Michael Cullen, Nestor Osorio. Row number 10, Billy Hensley with Brian Zinn. Row 11, Eric Johnson, Ryan Fuchs. Row 12, Lane Ritchie, Rob Hamilton. Row 13, Ben Knights, Lemuel Price. And that's going to be it. Michael Cordray with a very fast lap. It's going to be a good night. 75 laps here. Under the lights. Yeah, sorry about that, TT4210. Technical difficulties with the scoring section of the broadcast. Finally got it figured out, and here we go. Coming to the start finish line here. Green flag in the air. Gary Breland already to the inside of the 72. And looks like he's going to take the lead out of turn 1 for the first time. Michael Cordray falling back to second. Terry Litweiler now. Oh, we got a wreck back there. The 80 is around. Through the grass, though, we're going to stay green for now. That's the 80 of Kyler Adams coming back up on track. Getting her going. Russ Martiniak Jr. already up 9 spots. In that 14, you can see him on the high side here. Gary Breland out to the lead, but Michael Cordray still back there pretty much to his back bumper. Kevin Allen up 4 spots. Trying to make some moves here on Martiniak. Underneath all the way down to the apron, almost to the grass. Trying to make the pass happen. That's the battle for 4th place. Allen should have him cleared here. Yes, he's going to sneak by, clear himself here. The 14 out to the bumper. Take a look back here a little bit further. TT, this is for you. Billy Hensley now up 8 or 7 positions into 12th. Looks like he didn't have a very good qualifying spot here. So he's got a long ways to go. Lane Ritchie up a few spots, only 9. These two, now the 73 and the 7 of Matthews. Where does Scott Matthews come from? Now he's battling for the lead here. They're side by side. Cordray all over the back of him as well. On board with Cordray, seeing what he sees now as he's given up second place to Breland and Matthews. Matthews now in the lead. Scott Matthews gone with it now. David Vodka started on the outside, running back in 7th. David doing David things. He falls back a little bit, but he's always there at the end. Terry Lutweiler's falling back just a little bit. And the 62 and the 57 here battling. Charles Wilson going to grab the spot. Junior Heaton's going to lose it. Don't look yet, Junior. You got this cat right behind you here, Billy Hensley. Billy's got some momentum here. This fits his race style. This track does, Chicagoland. Russ Martiniak now able to get in front of the 72, up to 3rd place now. Guys looking real good, no cautions. Ben Knight's up 15 spots in that 66 machine. Although it showed him as the 3. Sean Rother down 3. Here Breland now still falling back. He's got Cordray all over his bumper, now pushing him down the straightaway. Guys are getting single filed out now. Should be about halfway on fuel now. Here Litweiler battling with the 96 of Cullen, Michael Cullen. There's Michael on the high side of the 71. I say that, and we've got a caution. Michael Cordray spinning it. Man, oh man. Nasty there for Michael Cordray. Oh, got some arc braking happen. A 69 just kept it going. Who is that? Charles Bagley. Let's take a look here and see what happened from the chopper cam. Michael Cordray. Looking on the high side. Oh, the 73 comes up. Not sure if he got loose. We're going to take a look on it about it, see about what happened again. Quarter speed. Yeah, it looks like the 73 just comes up and blocks. We need to look at it from full speed, though. It just does it justice here. Yes, he's loose. You can see right there he's loose. Man, oh man, nasty hits there. Drivers coming down pit road to get some tires and fuel. David Vodka gaining some spots. Russ Martiniak as well. Gaining a lot of spots here. Cullen gaining some spots. Looking at that incident, folks, in the chat, what do you think about that? Need some opinions. We need to look at it again. We'll look at it again. Trying to see where everybody kind of lined out here. Matthews drops a few spots as Martiniak and Allen take the top 2 spots. And we're going to go back green here. Let's see, looks like some fast repairs were made. Cordray now, those sitting back there in 19th. Gary Freeland at 20th. They got their damage repaired, though. So back at it. Here we go, green flag back in the air. Russ Martiniak, though, look at this, great restart for him. Scott Matthews got places to go as he slides up in front of the 76. He's looking for that top spot once again. Junior Heaton battling. Gets around Michael Cullen. Got Terrence Preston all over him. Russ is checked out for now. Kevin Allen battling with David Vodka. Well, David Vodka battling with the 76, Kevin Allen. Nice tight battle there. Billy Hensley now. All the way down to the bottom, almost to the grass. Trying to make some passes happen here as he's battling the 18. Yes, that's the 18, Eric Johnson. Billy doing a good job. Eric Johnson up some spots here in 5th. Still not able to clear the 81 as it, yes, nope. 81 still on the bottom. Loving that bottom right now. Ryan Fuchs back here running the fastest lap of the race. Now the draft may have helped to Captain Morgan 15. They're moving. Now the 14 falling back, the 7 bringing everybody else with him. Man, look at this. Tight field up here. Looks like about, yeah, the top 10 all on top of one another. Oh, the 14 very loose. That's going to allow the 7 to get up there. The 24 to 76, everybody's there. 14 still loose all the way to the wall. Man, it's going to check some guys up there. 3 wide behind him. Billy Hensley all the way to the bottom. I think he's in the safest spot. Eric Johnson now back down to the bottom. Everything's figured out here. Russ Martiniak now falls from 1st to 5th. Oh, the 62-24 got some issues back here. They're touching. Scott Matthews now back in the lead, and I wouldn't say he's pulling. Kevin Allen, with some help from Billy Hensley here, trying to catch this leader. Now Billy Hensley to the left rear quarter panel of the 76. Absolutely sending it tonight. Up 17 spots. Impressive. Kevin Allen, though, not giving him an inch. He maintains that 2nd position. Hensley falls back to 3rd. Eric Johnson now comfortable, no one around in 4th. Russ Martiniak still in 5th as David Vodka. He's got Lane Ritchie all over him here. There's Lane Ritchie on the outside of the 24. And he's going to make that pass happen. Ooh, as we get back up here, 76, the 81 has gotten nose to tail and has caught the 7. Man, look at the momentum they've got on the 7 of Scott Matthews. Scott better watch out. Got the 76 all over him now. That's what I love about Chicagoland here, folks. Really good drafting track here for the trucks. Almost wide open all the way around. And the reason why Kevin Allen wasn't really able to make that pass, he closed up and then kind of lost momentum there. Is because he gets into the dirty air. And with the 7 running the pretty much the top middle of the track, 76 just cannot keep that momentum and keep the clean air to keep it rotating. And has to get out of it. But the 7 with clean air here of Scott Matthews, he's able to stay pretty much full throttle. And he's using the most progressive line for passing, which makes it difficult for these guys. Now the 18's closed in here. There's Eric Johnson in 4th as he's underneath Billy Hensley. Now Billy, whilst battling Eric, is now battling the 76 for second position here. He's going to clear him this time. Nice run on the high side there from Billy Hensley. And now he's to the back bumper of the 7. What's he going to do here with this momentum? Exactly what I thought, around the outside. And the 81 cleared the 7 here. The 7's going to have to slide. He's going to slide up the track. He's going to have to let out. And yes, the 81's going to take the top spot. There you go, TT 4210. Billy Hensley to the top of the field. The 7 now falling back to the clutches of the 18. Hensley now a half a second over Matthews. Scott Matthews now, he's got 76 and the 18 working together. Oh, 18 a little loose there. You can see it off the back bumper here of Scott Matthews. Eric Johnson trying to keep the 76 with Kevin Allen behind him. David Vodka, Lane Ritchie still 5th and 6th. And it looks like the 7's doing something here. Yeah, the 7's coming down pit road. Checking on Cordray here. Started on top spot, got mixed up in an accident. Back up to 10th place. Terrence Preston in a cluster here between the 62, the 15, the 71. Meanwhile, look at this. The biggest lead we've had all night. Hensley with a 1.4 second lead over the 18. Eric Johnson now dropping down pit road. Kevin Allen taking over second. Gonna check on Charles Bagley, his teammate. See where Bagley is right now. 24th. Looks to be a couple of laps down. Oh, Billy Hensley down pit road along with Kevin Allen. Just gonna let Terry Litweiler get up there and lead a lap. Seven more drivers out here to still need to pit. And a lot of them coming right here. Terry Litweiler slideways. He's going to make it though. Oh, we got a driver back there. 25 and Nestor Osorio sideways. Now Rob Hamilton is your leader for now. Billy Hensley, he will cycle up to the lead. Third, second now. Going to take over the lead. Rob Hamilton's down pit road. So, yeah, after everything's cycled through, Billy Hensley back in charge. Eric Johnson a little behind now, 1.6 seconds. Scott Matthews, substantial gap there as he's got this 0.7 and the 76 breathing down his neck. These three guys nose to tail, which is exactly what they need to do in order to keep the speed, keep that draft going to catch back up to these guys. Doing the right things. Looks like the 7 intentionally is letting the 07 by. He kind of took the shorter route, didn't open up his exit there, which allowed the 07 to get by. Now Lane Ritchie up into the number 3 spot. Eric Johnson, let's check. Oh, now 1.9. Almost 2 seconds back. Billy Hensley putting down the heat. Like I said earlier on in the show, Billy Hensley loves these types of tracks. He does good at them. Well, it looks like the lead is slowly closing here. 1.7 now. 3/10 gained by Johnson. Lane Ritchie closing in. He's able to leave Matthews and Allen behind and closing up now on the 18. Get on board here with Lane Ritchie. Really opening that exit up. Nice big arch there at 3 and 4. Got to be a little lower than the 18 there. See, yeah, you're going to get tight. We've seen that happen there. You could pretty much see the dirty air in his wheel as he was turning. Like as soon as he got the dirty air, he was having to turn the wheel a little bit more. 07. Cleared up front now. Up to second. Eric Johnson falls back to third. Now they need to work together if they're going to catch this Hensley guy. Because while they were up there cadoodling, Hensley's now 2 seconds. Now, ain't that sweet? You come in here with the sweetest comments there. Oh, man, if this thing stays green, Hensley's going to walk away with this one. And as you always say there, TT4210, I wish you'd change your name. Baby Bevan's probably kicking up a storm right now. Lane Ritchie, though, enough about this Hensley guy. Lane Ritchie's trying to close the gap here. He's putting the heat down, but 29 laps to go. We still got a long ways to go in this race. Take a look back through the field here. Eric Johnson now falling to third. Lane Ritchie up to second. Now he's got to deal with Kevin Allen. Kevin Allen's now closed up. He's gotten away from Scott Matthews as Terry Litweiler now is in fifth. Having some nice mid-race pace here. Check out Cordray, though. Finally worked his way back up here after that accident. Up to the 6th position. Mel, gotcha. You're no longer TT 4210. Your name is now Mel. David Vodka now in 7th place. Kind of falling back a little bit after that pit cycle. Scott Matthews really falling back though. He's now in 8th place. Just not sure the 7. He's got early run pace, but this late run, they just eating him up. Yeah, exactly. 2-second lead there between Hensley and Ritchie. Junior Heaton now in 9th. Trying to work his way up to Scott Matthews. Ryan Fuchs back there all alone. That's not where these guys want to be. They really want to take that sniff of draft. If not, they're going to be running just like that. .2 seconds now. Yeah, we'll call it 2.2. Over Lane Ritchie. Lead is extending further and further. This guy has got some long run pace, but we already knew that. Lane Ritchie, though, kind of falling back just a little bit as he's now got the 18 and the 76 closed up on him. Taking a look here, fastest 5 for 5. Charles Bagley's currently the fastest. Kevin Allen, Billy Hensley, pretty much running the same time. Well, all those guys, 31.57s. Look at that. Pretty fast and consistent. Biggest gainers for tonight, Lane Ritchie up 21 spots from the start where he started. Billy Hensley up 18, Eric Johnson up 17. Hensley now in lap traffic as his lead grows now to 3 seconds. Lane Ritchie still leading these guys right here. Green flag runs like this, especially on a track like this, become boring after a while because after a green flag stop and they stay green for a little while, it just kind of gets spread out here. So bear with us, it's not their fault. Oh, Eric Johnson down pit road. Not sure what's going on there. Yeah, the 96 Michael Cullen, he's sideways. So looks like going to be pit stop time once again. Eric Johnson pitted out of 3rd place. Who else is coming? That's going to be Kevin Allen, Michael Cordray. Why does the camera do that? I have no clue. There we go. It's always behind the pit boxes. Kevin Allen down pit road. Billy Hensley still out there. Pretty much a 4-second lead now. Litweiler, David Vodka, Lane Ritchie, Ryan Fuchs down pit road now. Michael Cullen now blending back out as the leader's going right on by. Terry Litweiler in second. Having some nice long run speed out of that 71 machine. Oh man, we got a caution. All right, now who messed up the green flag run here? Hey guys, this ain't good for Hensley. Because you've got, well, I don't know. It could be. It could be. It's like Junior Heaton. Something happened to Junior Heaton. Let's take a look here. Coming out onto the racing surface. Into the grass. And when you get grass on slicks, well, you can fill in the rest. Around he goes into the racing surface, which caused the yellow flag. So we've got, check this out, the top 6 still on the lead lap. Lane Ritchie, Eric Johnson, Fuchs, Breland, Matthews, Cordray. Those guys are a lap down. But the top 6 still on the lead lap. So now when they pit, everybody else is going to go around. As you're going to see it here, Hensley definitely will have to pit. It's going to allow everybody else to get it. Now, if it was me, I'm just a broadcaster, but if it was me, I'd stay out. And you know what staying out means? That means you're going to trap them a lap down. That's not the way to do it. That's unsportsmanlike. But Hensley, Litweiler, Nolan, Vodka, Charles Wilson, Sean Rother, those guys down pit road now. Tim Hurd with the lucky dog. Gonna get his lap back here. So with the 1 to go, when the flagman gives you the 1 to go, these drivers here that are scored a lap down, they're going to drive around the pace car, come back up here. So they'll be on the lead lap. Hensley coming out now with Litweiler, Vodka, Wilson, Rother, Nolan. Tim Hurd down pit road. And once we get around this, you'll see the lights go off on the pace truck. Now these drivers are going to throttle up, get on around the pace truck here. That's going to mean Hensley's going to go back up to the front, just behind the pace truck. These other guys are going to come around, pick up to the back of the field. Yes, he is, James. Yeah, he's doing great. But now the field kind of resets. This isn't what he wanted, but the field's reset now, so you got some short run Shirleys that are pretty fast here. So 15 laps to go. He's going to have his work cut out for him. And race control turn. The lights back on the pace car, so we're going to go around one more time to allow everybody to catch up here. And folks, again, sorry about the technical difficulties early on in the stream. You know, the intro and such. But we didn't miss a lap of the race, so that's a good thing. Sometimes these technical bugs bite you right before the race starts. Everything looks good, and then all of a sudden, poof, chaos ensues. Right, now the lights are off on the pace truck, so we will be going green flag racing this time. All right, here we go. Pace truck. Away we go. Back to the restart zone. Hensley, Litweiler leading the way. Green flag back in the air. Hensley with a very nice jump here over Litweiler. See a couple of trucks back there, 3 wide, trying to get it figured out. This is where you make most of your ground up here on the restarts. Litweiler trying to close the gap up. He's got help of David Vodka. I don't think Vodka's going to try to pass Litweiler here. I think they need to get bumper to bumper if they've got anything for Hensley. Because the longer the run goes on, the harder he's going to be to catch. The tires are going to get hot. You can't go full throttle as much as you were. Now is the time. Oh, Litweiler hard in the wall on the exit of 4. That's definitely going to slow him up. David Vodka needs to slow up, let David Vodka by, or it's going to slow them both up. Charles Wilson turning his fastest lap of the race. In 4th. Sean Rother back there in the mess, in the thick of things. Well, just a little bit ahead of it, though. Dre trying to close up some time here. He's in 8th or 9th place. Looks like we got some lap cars here all up in the mix. Yeah, see Kevin Allen right there. He's in 20th place. And Sean Rother's just behind him. Sean's in 6th place. Oh, 23 goes up the track, gets into the 33. Gonna slow him up. Lap trucks all up in the way. Nestor Rosario and looks like the 73 Gary Breland here. Get the tangle together. Oh, and once again, get tangled up again. How much is Nestor going to take? He's giving him plenty of room. Back up front, the 81's got a problem, and that problem is the 24. As the caution comes out, man, oh man, come on, guys. We were so close. Gary Breland with an accident. Looks like Gary Breland's going to go off track here. He was the one getting into the 25 of Nestor Osorio. Going to come up the track here. Goes up the track, gets loose, comes back down. The 15's there, and oh, who's he going to kill? A bunch of them. Take a look here. Staying in the throttle is Scott Matthews. So close, but yet so far. Cautions do breed cautions. I'm surprised we waited that long to have one. Usually it happens when everybody's stacked up together. But Hensley will continue with the lead. David Vodka, though, was wearing him out. He was working on him. Oh, is Hensley going to pit? Nope. Fake out. Some of these guys are going to get their laps back here. Take a look. Terry Litweiler is going to be starting right behind the 81. If they've got anything for Hensley, they're going to have to go single file fairly quickly here. No too wide behind him. Because if that happens, especially off the exit of turn 2 on a restart, that's all the gap you need. Wilson having a good run. Tony Nolan as well. Happy to see Nolan up there running in 5th position with just a handful of laps left. And Kevin Allen down pit road. 2 laps down. Yeah, 2 laps down. Lane Ritchie was the lucky dog. So he's back on the lead lap. We're Dre narrowly missing that accident there to bring out that last caution. He's going to be restarting back up here, about 10th place or so, 9th, something like that, 10th place. Because the lights are off on the pace truck, so we are going to go green. It's going to be a green-white checker, it looks like. Here we go. Pace car's off. Time to get back down to business. Green flag in the air. Hensley with a good jump. Vodka as well with a fantastic jump here. On board with David Vodka this time. Last time was Billy Hensley. And caution comes back out. Tim Hurd and Rob Hamilton looks like they had an accident. Let's take a look here. Tim Hurd in a 53, looks like he got a little loose, had some help. And we've got a problem here with some drivers not letting off the gas. That's an issue. Instead of 1 or 2 cars involved, it turned into 6 or 7. Hensley's still in the lead. Was definitely going to be another green-white checkered here. And these drivers are out of tires, so they've got what they've got. Going to go around one more time here. Are we going to see a white flag this time, or we're going to go and reset for another green-white checker? I think this league only gives you 3. Getting the rubber torn off of these tires here. Getting ready to go back green. Here we go, pace truck down. Let's get back at it. Green flag back in the air. Top 3, fantastic start. Oh, Charles Wilson, something happened to Charles Wilson. Missed a shift there for Wilson. Back to a yellow flag. On board with Wilson. Started in the wrong gear. He was in 4th gear when they took the green flag. Hensley going around to catch the pace truck here. And now he's checking up. That's the final lap. There it is. Checker flag waving in the air. Looks like it's going to be Billy Hensley with the victory tonight. Yeah, that's true, Double Apex. Yeah, that's true. So the winner tonight is going to be that 81 machine. I believe that's 2 wins for Billy. It's going to be time for some donuts here to celebrate. Fantastic driving though. Man, oh man, this guy had some speed tonight. And while Billy Hensley gets done doing Billy Hensley things, let's take a look here at your finish results for tonight. Hensley takes the #1 spot. Well deserved as well. Terry Litweiler bringing it home in second. How about this? Tony Nolan in third, followed by Steven Shannon, Russ Margniak Jr., and Lane Ritchie. Charles Wilson, after that little incident there, 7th place. Eric Johnson in 8th with Terrence Preston 9th. Nestor Osorio in 10th. Michael Cordray 11th. Ryan Fusion 12th. Sean Rother in 13th. David Vodka 14th. Kevin Allen in 15th. Rob Hamilton 16th. Lemuel Price 17th. Tim Hurd 18th with Kyler Adams. And Ben Knights 19th and 20th. Let's pull over here and see if we can't get some words from some guys here. See who we've got in the broadcast booth waiting room. So we can pull in here. Don't really have anyone right now, but we'll start with P1. Billy Hensley. As always, he always sends me a little thing. We've got to get him a mic here. Billy Hensley, thank you for the broadcast. Would like to have raced it out with the 24. Hated it was under caution. Yeah, definitely, man, but you drove a dang good race for sure, no doubt about it. And happy to have you up there. I think you think this is a second victory for you, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, definitely good job, buddy. All right, well, looks like that's going to be it. Nobody else in the waiting room. Oh, you know what? Let's get this guy in here. Yeah, there we go. Michael Cordray, let's talk to you. Didn't quite rally back after that incident early after starting on the pole.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened. I think the 73 got loose, came up We were battling hard for second. I know I did battle back up to ninth and end up. I don't know what happened there. I know I ended up in the back. I know I was racing hard. The 73 got wrecked, and I think you even saw it on the broadcast, but I barely skated by that incident.
Oh yeah, it
But
was
ended up
close.
getting hit going into one. Ended up with 4 minutes of wheel damage, and I try to get fresh tires, try to stay competitive. But um, after that, iRacing started messing up. We had to finish under caution. People pitted before caution starts finish line, which caused a lot of issues with warning. That had to go through later tonight and fix.
Oh yeah, but all in all, you know, 8th place finish. We'll take that, especially after the night you had, man. Whew, I know it's tough sometimes trying to get that damage repaired and work back up through the field, especially on a track like this. It's super tough.
Yeah, the being in the back with that dirty air just killed my speed. I didn't realize how bad it was until I was all the way in the back.
Oh yeah, it's pretty treacherous back there. I can assure you. All right, buddy.
But
Well, good run though.
I appreciate it. I'll definitely be back for what's oh, I won't be back next week from New Hampshire. I can't root down at New Hampshire.
Oh wow. Yeah, New Hampshire's a tough track.
Yeah,
So, all right, man. We'll appreciate you joining us here in the booth, and we'll catch you next time.
sounds good.
And forgot to shout out there, Billy Hensley. That win was for James, Remy, Bevan, and Mel, and of course Hensley Motorsports. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it. Thank you, Michael Cordray, for hopping in the booth with us, and Billy Hensley for those words there that you messaged me. And yeah, we're going to be back to New Hampshire next week, as Michael Cordray said. And Friday night, we're going to be at, actually, the ARCA season's over with for season 3, so we're going to be at Daytona next week to start season 4 of the ARCA, so you definitely want to miss that. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it. This is going to be Adam Glatfelter here with Racer Nexus, and yeah, we'll see you next time. You guys take it easy.